When I was 16, I became obsessed with the idea that the world around me was not the real world. I began meditating and reading every book I could get my hands on that dealt with this fact. It brought me to Kant's book, The Critique of Pure Reason. Finding the quote, "We see the world through time-tinted and causation-tinted glasses," took away some of my anxiety. I saw that other people knew this fact and were able to stay sane. Around the same time, I began journaling. I was writing obsessively, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to sleep. This obsession produced a short story in which a boy named Alex discovered a hidden world in which he became entangled in. Eventually, this became part of a much larger story in which a boy named Kay finds out he has a month to live and consequently begins writing as a way to hide himself in these fantastical worlds. By the end of this process, I had unintentionally written a 100-page novel that examined my relationship with death. I think this process was hugely important for my psychological development. It forced me to confront my own morality and ask myself the vital question, what do I live for? The answer was not a singular set of holy goals, but rather a North Star which I can never forget. In The Brothers Karamazov, Ivan is an atheist. While he is able to survive in this way, Dostoevsky does not allow him to exist in isolation. A less psychologically developed boy named Smerdyakov adopts Ivan's rejection of religion. Thus, when Smerdyakov commits murder, Ivan feels partially responsible. While obviously it's not Ivan's fault, the novel forces us to contend with the fact that not just our actions, but even our beliefs have immense and second-order consequences. Friedrich Nietzsche's famous proclamation, "God is dead and we have killed him," builds upon this point. Nietzsche argued that the Enlightenment and scientific progress has led to the loss of a transcendent moral framework. In the absence of religious authority, Nietzsche believed that there would be a meaning and morality crisis. He saw this as an opportunity for individuals to create their own values. However, he also realized the dangers inherent in this shift. Some people would not be able to form their own values and adopt a mindset of nihilism, a sense of despair or meaninglessness that arises when traditional beliefs are no longer viable. It seems the central question of our time, at least at the individual level, is how to develop our own set of morals and values that allow us to live prosperous and harmonious lives. I feel the traditional school-to-work pipeline has been extremely lackluster in this regard. It has not met my emotional, psychological, and spiritual needs. With these facts in mind, it seems obvious where Jordan Peterson and the like appeared from. Peterson looks to the Bible, old myths, archetypal stories, all of which define fundamental knowledge relevant to the development of a reasonably well-adjusted individual. Yet this assumes everyone will find great resonance with these ideas, that this is relevant and necessary but not sufficient on our pathway of becoming whole individuals. You must read these books, these myths, these stories, keep them in your heart, yet you must go one step further. This is when you must set out to write your death diary. You must answer the question, what would I do if I only had 1 month left to live? Put differently, Ayn Rand in The Fountainhead asks, what do you want to exist even if you don't, and how much of a difference are you making to that now? If you're interested in learning more about how you can create your own values and live a harmonious and prosperous life, so am I. Follow along, comment, and hopefully we can connect and build a generation where people are inspired, living lives full of purpose, and create an army of individuals that are just at their absolute maximum capacity. Thank you for listening, and I hope you follow along for the next one.